We are at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio, where the Chargers have won the toss and have deferred. There is Brandon Staley, the second-year head coach of the LA Chargers. And he has a new kicker on tap for him today, Dustin Hopkins. Quad injury does not allow him to take part. They signed Taylor Bertolet, who makes his NFL debut here today in his first season. Chester Rogers is deep for the Cleveland Browns. Both these teams 2-2, all kinds of things at stake at starting 3-2 as opposed to 2-3. We'll talk about that as we get underway. The NFL on CBS. Bertolet is ready, and let's get it underway. Here last week at Houston, 2 rushing TDs, 1 on the receiving end.
Certainly it's been a slow start, but Austin Ekeler's a good football player. They've been struggling to really find their run offense. They're last in the NFL.
That finger looking good.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Intuit MailChimp. Guess less and sell more with Intuit MailChimp. DirecTV. Get your TV together. And by KFC. Family style, your style. That's finger licking good.
On the shores of Lake Erie. Beautiful aerial coverage of today's game provided by Goodyear. Kareem Hunt. These two guys form a formidable duo on the ground.
It's relentless. It's not thunder and lightning. It's thunder and jackhammer is really what it is. I mentioned how Nick Chubb, he rarely takes a clean shot. His subtle movements, he's able to deflect contact. When you get Kareem Hunt in the game, he's a wild man. He is initiating contact. He runs about as hard as you could possibly run. 2 very different styles, but brutally effective on a defense.
New York in the NFL today. JB, Boomer
Gino,
Esiason, take it away.
And the fountain of youth.
Yeah, you know, he's just like Greg Gumbel, getting better with age every day. He's going to find DK Metcalf for a 50-yard touchdown pass. Seattle takes a 7-3 lead over the New Orleans Saints. Back to you guys, Greg and Adam.
Hey, Thursday, it is a new episode of last year's #1 new comedy, Ghosts. The show critics call laugh out loud, funny, delightful, and genuinely hilarious. See why folks believe in ghosts this Thursday after Young Sheldon on CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Subway. Try the Subway Series menu, 12 irresistible subs. And by Modelo, brewed for full-time fans with a fighting spirit.
Images from the last time these teams met, last October. 41 combined points scored in the fourth quarter alone, over 1,000 total yards. Justin Herbert threw 4 touchdown passes. Austin Ekeler scored 3 times, and the Chargers won it by a score of 47-42. So far here today. A cancer screening can help prevent and detect a number of cancers early. Remind your loved ones to take the next step and find out where to get screened. Visit NFL.com/CrucialCatch or text CATCH to 635-635 to find your local cancer screening center and additional screening resources. And on Tuesday, Browns players raised spirits of oncology patients as well as visiting pediatric patients at UH Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital. Visitors included Browns players and staff members who have close personal ties to individuals who are diagnosed with cancer.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new Burger King Royal Crispy Chicken lineup, only at Burger King. Intel, the technology inside the technology that moves the world. And by Voya, well-planned, well-invested, well-protected.
Welcome back, everyone.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Chipotle, for real. And by Northwestern Mutual.
And congrats to the Cleveland Guardians, who advanced to the ALDS on Oscar Gonzalez's game-winning home run in the bottom of the 15th. That's Oscar right there. All of this to the delight of our technical director, Griffin Jacob. The Guardians will meet the New York Yankees in the American League Divisional Series beginning Tuesday.
A great night of television. Big Sunday tonight on CBS.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report, the network America relies on and the official 5G network of the NFL.
Brilliant sunshine here in the Northeast.
Chubb looking for the first down. Sweeping to the right. He's going to get it. Breaking tackles it up the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Cleveland.
Throwing into the wind. Way down the field. Oh my goodness. This is going to be 98 yards to Gabe Davis.
A new FBI Tuesday.
21-17 at halftime.
Already in Austin.
Lions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Lions at the Patriots. Lions got the 5th best offense in football, but not today. Jared Goff's going to get sacked right here by Matt Judon, who's got 2 sacks in the first half of this game. Kyle Duggar picks it up. He's going to run it back 59 yards. Patriots are all over the Lions, 16-0.
Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. One of the best running backs in the NFL. Dalvin Cook runs it 5 yards for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Minnesota leading at half, 21-10.
Earlier today on the NFL Network across the pond, Giants, Packers, Saquon direct snap, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Saquon is looking like he wants to get paid. Now it's 4th down. Aaron Rodgers trying to make a play, and they go zero blitz. X-Man, Xavier McKinney bats the ball down. How about those Giants win 27-22?
Ooh, surprise. That away Giants. Titans at the Commanders. Carson Wentz throws a pass to De'Ami Brown, who makes the over-the-shoulder catch and goes 75 yards for the touchdown, his first NFL touchdown of his career. Put Washington up 10-7. Then Derrick Henry from 1 yard out plows it in there. Tennessee 14, Washington 10.5.
Yeah, we have a field goal fest down in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's actually run up 240 total yards. And you can see right there, Trevor Lawrence 11 of 19, but it's high, 6-6.
And the only touchdown in this game is Leonard Fournette from 1 yard out, but it's been all Tampa Bay as they have 297 yards to Atlanta's 89 yards. But Tampa Bay leads 13-0.
All right, Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Taysom Hill says, taste some of this. This is his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. You know what he's going to do when he gets in the game. He's trying to find the end zone as a running quarterback. But Geno Smith says, I got this. You got rid of Russ, but you didn't get rid of me. Wow. This is a dime to Tyler Lockett. 35-yard touchdown. The Seattle Seahawks lead 19-17.
All right, Coach Coward, don't blitz Josh Allen. They blitz him first drive of the game, and he finds Gabriel Davis 98 yards. For the touchdown, 98 yards for the touchdown. And that's not the end for Gabriel Davis. Once again, let's just launch it up there. Minka Fitzpatrick, who's got it? Gabriel Davis does, 62-yard touchdown. Then let's just kind of finish it off a little bit. To his favorite receiver, a little RPO, run pass option, and Stephon Diggs, 15 yards out. And look at Josh Allen, look at the numbers. It's an all-out assault when you talk about this Buffalo Bills offense. And don't run the ball more than 2 times, because don't take it out of the hands of Josh Allen.
And for the Jets, do not lose to a 3rd-string quarterback, Skylar Thompson, who's actually playing pretty well.
Very well.
Very well for the Miami Dolphins right now.
Getting back to the Buffalo Bills, the Bills better try to pay Gabriel Davis right now to get him on the discount, because if they let him go to the end of his contract, he's going to be paid big.
Who's going to get paid big is Nick Chubb, because he's one of the best running backs in the National Football League, and they can run the ball. Maybe one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League.
Miami kept Skylar Thompson just for this reason.
Phil complimented Nick Chubb. He said he's a refrigerator with feet. The Verizon Halftime Report continues.
He kind of is.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report, the network America relies on.
Pretty evenly split. The only difference is the Browns have 1 more touchdown instead of a field goal. So you knew the Browns were going to be able to run the ball coming into this game. But how about the Chargers? And the way Austin Eckler has been able to run the football. I mean, the balance that they have shown and to climb themselves out of a hole, it's been a fun first half.
286 combined rushing yards. That's an awful lot for 1 half. Down to A.J. Ross.
Well, Greg, as Adam noted, the Chargers getting into a hole early. Brandon Staley noted their run game, racking up 135 yards in the first half. He said they can be more effective, but he was really happy with that. As far as the linebackers that I pointed out earlier, every time the Browns were scoring, Staley was talking to the linebackers. He said they have to be more assignment sound and gang tackle more to be effective. Now, Stefanski said the Browns are best offensively when they're spreading the ball around, and that's what we saw a lot of in that first half, guys.
25, we go down to AJ.
That's right, Greg. Ohio native. He played quarterback at University of Dayton, and he also coached at John Carroll before moving up to the NFL ranks. He has dozens of family and friends in the stands today, including his twin brother, younger brother, dad, some of his former players at John Carroll, and he said it was a really special day for him. There's no way he would be where he is right now without all the support and love of those in the stands today, guys.
Yeah,
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Expedia, made to travel. Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. And by Rocket Mortgage. Need to finance a home like a pro? Rocket can.
Such great pictures we've had from on high today, courtesy of Goodyear's blimp. One of the big reasons for that is running back Austin Eckler of LA.
Well, he got it started last week against the Texans and has really improved on last week's numbers. 83 yards out the gate when the Chargers needed something. Punched it in 7 yards on the screen pass, and then this little thing of beauty. Breaking tackles, getting into the open field, and his second touchdown of the day.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter. 28-27, beautiful day, beautiful game. We were just talking, Arch, we don't know how this game, we haven't the slightest idea how this game is going to end.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL, Pizza Pizza, and by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Those of you just joining us, this has been a dandy. 4 lead changes, and right now Cleveland with a 28-27 lead that is in jeopardy. Welcome back, everyone. Before we get too much further along, I know I speak for all of the men and women on our crew here in sending out our good wishes, our best wishes to our friend and colleague Jim Nantz, whose mother passed away last week. Jim, our thoughts, our prayers, and our sincere good wishes to you and your family. Tackle made by Drew Tranquill. Back to New York for another update. Once again, JB and Boomer.
Lot of fight that is in the Jets.
That's right. This could be a touchdown run from the 1-yard line by Michael Carter. His second of the day. The Jets extend their lead to 26-17 over the Dolphins. Back to you guys in Cleveland, Greg and Adam.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Pepsi, made for football watching. Verizon, the network America relies on. And by Capital One, what's in your wallet? The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Lowe's. Let's tackle home together this year. And by Tostitos. Bring home the win with everyone's favorite chip and dip.
Welcome back, everyone. Coming up after the game time permitting, the State Farm post-game show. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, and the coach have scores and highlights coming up. Hey, next Sunday, it's an NFL on CBS doubleheader. The early games featuring the Ravens taking on the Giants. And then the game that everybody's been waiting for, the rematch of what many call the greatest playoff game in NFL history. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The day begins at noon Eastern time with the NFL Today. Next Sunday, the NFL is on CBS.
He just got bailed out.
I think they're also speechless. Justin Herbert takes the knee, and they run out of time. Our final score, Cleveland falls.